Good evening, welcome to Wales Sports TV. Dick Kerman here, Dennis Cameron calling today's game. Paul Dupree is on the camera tonight. And what we got going here, Dennis?
Well, we have a basketball game, Dick, a surprise one. And we got the Cape Cod Tech. They're 1-2. And they beat Sturgis East.
Did we find out why the game was moved from Thursday to Wednesday?
Don't know the answer to that.
I should have asked. I didn't either. I'm just thinking of weather. They're talking about a storm coming in Thursday night.
It's supposed to be a big storm.
But the flip side of it is that it's getting close to the Christmas break in school, and maybe Cape Tech decided they want to come over here today instead of tomorrow.
All right, Malika Phillip.
Now, we were here last week as Nantucket played a real tough opponent, Cohasset. Cape Tech is nowhere in the caliber of Cohasset.
No, I guess not. I talked to the coach before the game. He said they have a lot of athletes, but no shooters.
Yeah. They had two easy shots there to tie it up and couldn't get either one to fall.
All right, well, Malika Phillip opened up the scoring for Nantucket. They're working around Marina. Underneath, Madison Bird.
Now they get him to fall. Nantucket, that was something Nantucket had a hard time doing against Cohasset last week, getting those easy shots to fall.
Ball goes underneath. Cash comes up with it. Pressure's working right now, Dick. So, Dick, you got your seat cushion. I
got my seat cushion.
You got your water.
I got my water. I might. I'm a little bit short on Christmas presents. I might grab another couple of seat cushions on the way out. You know, fill out my Christmas box. You got all your Christmas shopping done?
I haven't done any.
You haven't done any.
Well, actually,
you made a purchase at December Delight from the Booster Club. What are you talking about?
I did that. Yeah.
Was that part of your Christmas shopping?
Yes, it was.
Oh, so you are, yeah.
I forgot about that.
I won't tell people what you bought in case they're listening. But you made a nice purchase, and the Booster Club thanks you for that purchase.
I did. I forgot all about it. I've done a couple of things. Let's put it that way. Do I need to do more? Yes.
Are you?
Ball goes underneath, up, and
Number 12 gets itself in good position. He gets some good looks. You just can't get anything to fall.
Right.
Now, you spending the whole Christmas time here, or are you going off?
I think I'm going to be here this year.
Yeah. A couple of good basketball games. I'll be off for that week. A couple of good basketball games.
Madison Bird down low,
including the rematch of the Abington game. The Abington bumped the boys badly on the road last week.
What was the score of that game?
I forget it, but it was in the vicinity of 20-22, something like that.
So now what do we got? Are they coming here?
They're coming here, yeah.
And steal. And Phillips gets fouled. Foul's going to go against number 1.
Looking at the schedule coming up, the swim team has a swim meet scheduled for tomorrow night, so that is still on. There's a hockey game this Saturday night, the 22nd. Then there's no games for 3 days, and then there's a nice hockey game home Wednesday the 26th at 5:15. The school must be staying overnight because it's Portsmouth High School. They're playing the next day, Thursday the 27th at 12, so they must be staying overnight for a doubleheader. Then the 28th, Friday the 28th, Abington's here, Dennis.
Ooh.
3 o'clock game in the afternoon.
Ooh.
And Saturday the 29th, there's the boys are playing Nauset. Boys are playing
doing that game.
Nauset. So, I mean, the 28th and 29th, back to back, Abington and Nauset.
You think we can do either one?
I'm away.
How about?
I'm away. So if.
How about Paul? Is he Paul here?
If you want to. Are you around during the Christmas break, either the 28th or the 29th? Well, you've been working with Dennis, then you can do one of those basketball games.
I'll get somebody to help me. Paige Alderson got a bucket.
Yep, and Nantucket steals, and I think we got a foul.
Red 3.
So Nantucket with a 10-0 lead, and
Going for more.
makes the first. And looking to go up by an even dozen.
Now, when we saw them play Cohasset, the girls, we know that the girls are going to have, they have some great athletes out there. They're going to have a good year by all measures.
Yeah, they just got to
Marina Cast?
yeah. Nice basket by Marina. They just got to learn to play together. Coach takes a timeout, or more or less a frustration timeout there.
So, yeah, I mean, what time is the Nauset game?
The Nauset game on Saturday the 29th is 2:30.
And the
The Abington game on the 28th is 3.
Can you do the 28th at 3 o'clock?
Yeah, sure.
How about the 29th at 2:30?
No, just do one of them.
Just one game?
Just one of them.
All right, we'll do the Abington one.
The 28th?
If we can, yeah.
Okay.
And then if they could cancel or something like that, and then you get the 29th as a backup. All right, 4:26 to go here in the first half. Portions of this game are brought to us by the UPS store, Jessica Sportician, Island Kitchen, Gillen's Island Seafood, Keeper's Restaurant, Nantucket Folk Art and Wood Carving, Hatches Package Store, Dan's Pharmacy, Murray's Toggery, The Corner Table, Holgate's Laundry, Arrowhead Nursery. We thank these fine sponsors for bringing you portions of the winter season.
Well, that's going to go against Malika.
Got a little reach in there.
Okay, 4:15 left. The Whalers on top by 13.
Yeah. I thought it would be a little more competitive. I knew Nantucket was going to have the advantage in this game. The one thing I saw in the Cohasset game is that they could play good basketball for a while.
Yeah,
They kept it close. Even in the first half, they missed a lot of easy shots, and then once Cohasset made a run there, either at the end of the second quarter or into the third quarter, Nantucket was out of it.
Okay, 6 seconds left. They got a good shot. I believe that's Madison Bird again.
Yeah.
She's got 6. And the Whalers are pushing it. Underneath, Cass. Yes. 17. All right. The Whalers are running away with this one.
Yeah.
And that ball's going to go out of bounds to Cape Cod Tech.
Yeah, they still got the starting fireman in. They're still keeping the pressure on. You sort of want to do it for at least a quarter, but it's almost got called off.
Nice rebound, but she missed the shot. Malika Phillips. Follow her shot.
Good offensive board, yeah.
And they got the ball out. And we got a try.
Moved the foot before she made the pass. Here comes a couple of subs off the Wheeler bench.
Yep, Melanie Willett at number 33, and
They don't get in though.
11, is it 11? Sydney King. So this will be a good game to get all the girls in. Wow. And that's going to be a foul.
She plays hard. She plays hard.
Fouls on number 1, Alexis Costa. That's her second. 2:41 left, 17 zip. The wheel is dominating. Marina. Good play by the Whalers that time. Hit the ball right into the post. And there they get the ball inside.
That was Marina's easiest look of the day. She couldn't get that one to fall. She made a couple other tricky ones.
And that's a foul, going to go against 33. Fouls on Melanie Willett here first.
Reset the clock. Crusaders ball.
White ball.
She got the rebound, but she had a foot on the line.
Oh, nice steal, huh?
Pulling back.
Nice drive. That was a good drive.
Yeah. Well, you were right with the coach assessment. He does have a lot of good athletes, but they just don't have any shooting skills whatsoever.
None. How to play basketball if you can't score the basketball.
Yeah, I mean, they know what to do. They just,
They're pretty young.
You almost got to figure, let's just spend days having them all stand around the blue and keep throwing shots up. So you find out the spot they're comfortable in.
Number 12.
Yeah, it's a little bit slow getting up.
Kataya. Number 15 is going to enter the game. Elakaya Dias. Or it could be Alicia Dias.
She's still sort of walking kind of funny.
Yeah. She went down and just stayed down.
Portions of this game brought to us by Sun Island Fuel, Congdon Coleman Insurance, Dawn Allen Auto Center, Harbor Fuel, Island Lumber, Island Pharmacy, Kitty Murtaugh's, the Downey Freight, Islander Package Store, the Seagrill, Boys and Girls Club, Steamship Authority, the Beauty Bar, Rick's Paint and Maintenance, Special to Go, Fast Forward, Ryder Electric, Outdoor Power, Billy Built Automotive, Cottage and Castle, Nantucket Electrical Contractors, Killen Real Estate, Martin Bork Painting, Santa's Rubbish Removal, Island Fencing, Island Carpets, Valero and Sons, Faucet Man Plumbing and Heating, NRTA, The Boathouse, Fairgrounds Restaurant, Something Natural, Highland Flooring, Champion Rentals, Island Variety, Sherwood Management, The Homestead, and the Nantucket Health Club. We thank all these fine sponsors for bringing you portions of the winter season.
Okay, Dick, I want to ask you, what's the matter with the Patriots?
What's the what?
What's the matter with the Patriots?
What's the matter with the Patriots?
What do you think?
Well, the big thing is they can't score in the red zone. They can move the ball. They can move the ball up the field. They can get. They were over 3 last year in the last week in the red zone.
And they were also pretty deficient in first downs, third down situations.
I've never seen a Patriots defense as weak as this one on defending the run too. And it's not every week, but I mean the last 2 weeks. The guy, the rookie last week for Pittsburgh, for the first time ever, he never got 100 yards in high school.
Nice steal.
But I still have faith that they can come alive. And if anybody doesn't think they can win 4 in a row, is crazy, because they could very easily win 4 in a row, and then we'll all be talking about them again. The schedule made it nice. They have 2 home games to end the season with. They have 2 easy opponents to end the season with. And then we'll see who they play in the first round.
Marina Cass with a nice easy bucket.
They can still get a bye. They lost that position last week to drop to 3, which means they have to play wild card weekend, but they could still get that back and get up to the 2 seed.
Underneath. Oh. At the end of the first period.
Anybody out there thinking that we're not hoping for the Crusaders to score? We are.
We are.
We wanted them to score in the first period, but they didn't. So we have played 1 period here at John O'Neill Gymnasium, and it's your Nantucket Whalers, 19-0. We'll take a short break and be back with second quarter action, whether the storyline isn't or not. All right, second quarter action here. We are underway.
There's a shot. Oh! And we got a foul.
Crusaders are firing it up here.
Annalisa Crooks with the foul. Her first.
Wall 1. Is that the Trump wall, wall 1, or is that a different wall? We don't go there.
Yes.
Yeah!
There we go.
The Crusaders have scored. There's no longer a shutout.
And we got a nice steal by the Crusaders. I mean, they do have some talent there.
Yeah, they have athletes there, I agree.
This girl's going to hit through. And she draws the foul. Foul's on Rudy DuPont. Her first. And Taylor makes the first. And no.
Around the rim and out. Good touch, not the right roll.
All right. Nice shot. They worked it around. They got a real good shot. And they got a fresh. Ooh.
Nope, well, he didn't call back court because she hit it. I thought she recovered it and then went back myself. But the referee's saying that the Crusader hit it first.
Nice steal.
Yeah.
One pass too many.
Yeah.
So the Crusaders are on a 3-0 run, Dick.
That's good. We need a competitive game.
Oh, no. No.
At least they're shooting more this period. The first period, they were not taking
Can't
shots
score
at
the
all.
ball if you don't shoot it. Good point. No. Nice. Oh, good move. Good block. Number 22, man. Nice block. Then she committed a foul. Fouls on Michaelia Eldridge.
One thing is they have a lot of kids dressed.
Oh, they do,
And
yeah.
there's a bunch of Bunch of JV plays here. JV game going to be right after this.
Madison Bird got 8 points. Look underneath. There we go.
Yeah, Madison had some good looks in the first game we did, the Cohasset game.
Yeah,
she
she
just
did.
couldn't get them to fall. So
Tonight
now-
they're falling. She's got 8 already. Right, the arrow goes to the Whalers. 5:14 left first half, 21-3. Whalers cruising.
Sounds like a football score.
Yeah.
One that we hope the Patriots have this weekend in the second quarter.
Oh.
They could lose to the Bills.
They can lose to anybody. They can lose to anybody the way they go into a shell once in a while. Good block.
Number 22, man, nifty block in there for Crusaders.
When they played the Bills the first time around, Tom Brady did not have a touchdown pass in that game.
No, I know.
They had one offensive touchdown, a 1-yard run by
This kid
White.
Allen is a pretty good
White.
quarterback out of Wyoming.
They had a defensive touchdown by McCourty, a pick 6, and they had either 3 or 4 field goals.
Ready to pass? No. Brooks? No. Bird? Gas? No. 22 is doing some yeoman work in there.
Sure, yeah, she's a ball hawk. Goes for the ball, near the ball, getting offensive and defensive rebounds.
Yeah, you know, they're going to have to play their best to win the last 2 games, the way they...
Well, the benefit, as I said, is they got them at home.
Well, they are at home, and they're
And,
undefeated at home.
and it's good. It's always nice to get a warm weather team at home in December, but it just happens that Buffalo and the Jets are cold weather teams, so the weather shouldn't be a big factor, although the weather's supposed to be warming up Saturday and Sunday.
And then, Dick, we're going into the deep freeze.
It couldn't have been much deeper than that 8 or 9 day last week.
Polar vortex.
When the water in my cat's water bowl and the bird feed is frozen in the morning when I get up, I sort of have tears in my eyes as I look out, saying, uh-oh, a little bit cold overnight. Number 5 is, oh, there's another. They're on her back, so she's going to maybe get herself to the free throw line. I don't know if Nantucket's over the limit or not.
That's another one on... It's 2 on her.
Not over the limit, so
Not over the limit.
Yes! What a rebound there. Offense, put it back up.
Nice shot, Page. Cash. Yes.
Serena has a two-handed putback, and she must turn her wrist. I'm going to say her right wrist, because if that ball gets up on the rim, it's got the English to spin inward instead of outward. Which is a nice little move there. Let's watch it. See it again? Watch it. No, that time it went over the basket.
Out of bounds, white ball. 3 minutes left. Second period, the Whalers hold a 23-5 lead.
Timeout White. All right. I told you I was going to have a
Yep.
trivia question
All
for
right,
you.
go ahead.
This is not, well, this is part of the trivia question, but not the trivia question. What Celtic great died this past week? Did you see that in the paper?
Celtic great.
He played. Well, he was one of those. He's one of those guys that the Celtics picked up, and I think he was here for two or three rings. The Celtics used to pick up fringe players.
Wedman?
I'll give you his name, Willie Knowles.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Willie Knowles. Willie Knowles. Yeah,
I associate Willie Knowles being with UCLA.
UCLA and the Knicks. I think he played most of his career with the Knicks. Well, anyways, UCLA, Willie Knowles was playing for the Celtics, I think 62, 63, 64. But on December 26th, 1964, Tommy Heinsohn was injured and did not start the game. And Willie Knowles started in his place that night to make NBA
First all-black team.
First all-black starting
Team.
five.
Yep.
Who were the other four that night?
All right, JoJo White?
No.
No?
1960.
Sam Jones?
Sam Jones. Yes.
Casey Jones?
Casey Jones. 2.
Seth Sanders?
Seth Sanders. 3.
And one more, huh?
The obvious one.
Bill Russell.
Bill Russell, right. Yeah, so on December 26, 1964, the starting lineup, there was the Jones boys, Russell at center, Seth Sanders and Willie Knowles replacing Heinsohn. Was the first time 5 black players started for an NBA team. I used to like the way Allback would pick up players like Willie. I mean, you mentioned Wedman and Clyde Lavelle. You go down the road there, all these guys that they would pick up after they, did 10 or 12 seasons with this. Baylor. I mean, Bailey Howe. Remember him?
Yep. Bailey Howe. What about Pete Maravich?
Pete Maravich, right? It was amazing the way you'd almost wait for who they were going to pick up, and that was before free agency. Now it happens constantly. In those days, you either had to trade to get them, or you had to have the guy retire.
Bad News Bonds? Ernie D. Gregorio? Chris Herron?
There was tons of them, and I always liked the veterans that, like Clyde Lavelle. Who was the redhead guy? I can't think of now. Speaking of UCLA, Walton.
Oh, Bill Walton.
Bill Walton. He was with Bird and that crew, and that was probably the most full Celtics lineup. I don't have all 10 or 12 guys' names in my head, but when you had a Walton coming off the bench, you had a packed lineup. Right now, the Wheelers have a packed lineup. 1:30 to go here in the first half, and they have a 27-5 lead. Tucker commits the foul. They're over the limit now, I believe. No, I guess not. Still not over the limit, so it'll be Crusaders ball underneath the basket here.
Gonna shoot it. That may not go.
Again, 2 good looks, no points. Crowd is down a little bit.
Yeah.
Again, they
make a makeup game.
They found out this morning
it was on the radio
that the game was moved to today.
Good rebound by number 22.
Now I always wonder, not so much about the home game, but the boys found out that they were traveling today.
Yeah, that's rough on them.
And you're planning to go away Thursday to a game, and all of a sudden you're going away Wednesday. And I was downtown. I was downtown around 1:15 doing some errands, and I saw the JV boys coach, Michael Day, hoofing it towards the boat. I said, Michael, don't miss that boat. But he's got another life. He works for Toscana and this and that. So he has to change his work schedule with Toscana to get on that 140 boat to get out of here.
Cash with the left hand, nope. Bird, no. And Michaela. Marina Cats head of the field. Wow.
I'm not sure who the boys are playing today. Because I don't have them on my schedule. I would assume they'd be playing K-Tech, but it's not on the schedule in front of me.
All right.
We have played one half here, and it's Nantucket 31, Crusaders of Cape Tech 5. We'll take a break and be back with second half action.